Hello everybody and welcome back to Masu Pro Wrestling. I'm your host and sole commentator, Masu Pro Wrestlington, and I'm happy to introduce you to, or reintroduce you to the MPW, one half of the MPW Tag Team Champions, La Primera, Emrys Morgana, making her way to the ring in the Idol Division's #1 Contender Tournament semifinals. Emrys Morgana beat ShmeepsWorld via tap out with the hemlock to make it this far. And of course, I know Emrys got to feel very happy seeing as the last week's main event had BeepsWorld move on in the Icon Division tournament, meaning BeepsWorld will also be on the card tonight. And of course, I'm very sorry as a member of our production team. I would like to apologize that this man is going to be on your screen in just a short amount of moments. UnchainedAwesome just barely snuck out a win against Dancing with Draven in their one-on-one match, looking to get his hands on his first ever Idol Division championship. And I know he's thrilled to be going up against someone like Emrys Morgana, because this might be the closest he'll ever get to being touched by a woman, is when he's getting choked out by Emrys's hemlock. Can Unchained defy all the odds and move on to the final round? The other two in this tournament in the semifinals are B.A. Tycho and Kato Twin Moon, going to go one-on-one later tonight as well. And then a week from today, we will determine the #1 contender in a one-on-one contest to challenge for Blueness's Icon Division Championship, her first ever Icon Division Championship. Oh man. I mean, maybe that lax nature that Chain has, that sort of dead-eye stare is from the brain damage given to him by Draven last week. Who knows? The kick to the back of the head could not have felt good, but I mean, you actually have to have a brain to be damaged, so we'll see as time progresses. Emrys Morgana versus UnchainedAwesome. One-on-one Idol Division semi-finals for the #1 Contenders Tournament. Neither of them hit the kick. Who is going to be on top here? Inverted suplex by Chain. Now, Chain is, I mean, both these two are kind of a good matchup for each other, because both of them are going to do whatever it takes to win. And so maybe that will counter each other out. And for Chain, I mean, he got beat up pretty badly during Draven's match. We'll see how that affects him in this match, but he was just able to get by the skin of his teeth, where for Emrys, she was holding the momentum for most of the match, going forward with Shmeeps, and then caught her in the hemlock. So will we see something similar to that with Chain, where she's maintaining that control? Will she let him take control a little bit of the match? Or will Chain, which one will strike first? It's a battle of vipers. The Scorpion versus the Viper. Whichever one gets the strike first. Vicious head kick from Chain. He must be practicing his head kicks after getting kicked in the head so many times by Draven. Off the ropes, drop kick, nobody's home. And of course, Chain last week had flying forearm. Had no luck on the middle and top ropes. But and this week it seems to be continuing that trend. The High Rent District does not like him. Putting Emerson in the corner. Chain going full speed ahead. Back elbow into the chest of Emrys Morgana. Now holding her in the corner. Referee making an absolute fantastic door, not a window. As Emrys rolls him over. Strike to the back. Emrys trying to end this as quickly as possible. I mean, I would too. I would want to spend as little time in the ring as possible with Unchained just because of, like, nothing about, like, how good he is, just because I wouldn't want to be around him. Off the ropes, Lion Salt by Emrys. Chain already rolling to the outside, trying to create some distance as Emrys makes it to the top. Hurricane Rana! Emrys showing Chain how it's done. Tightrope walking, floats him over. Black powder? I think so. I think that was a black powder. Just not rope-assisted black powder. I don't think I've ever seen her do that. Leg lariat to the so-called king of the lariats. And Emrys showing absolutely no respect towards her opponent, and I cannot blame her. Chain, though, gets her into the barricade. Throws her again into the barricade. Kick to the leg. Chop to the chest, and now Emrys wants to make it back into the ring, wants to finish this in the ring. And Chain taking his time on the outside, catching his breath. I mean, that's a smart play. You don't want to just immediately go back into the ring, especially if you feel like you're taking so much damage and your opponent doesn't want to follow you. Goes for the cover, uses the ropes. Referee doesn't see it. 2. Oh, uses the middle rope for leverage. Referee didn't see it, and a head kick to Chain. Chain might be concussed after this past couple weeks. Another kick to the chest. Goes for a hurricane. Run! Chain falling! Powerbomb! This could be one of those moments like Unchained just needs to strike kick out at 1. That's how dangerous Unchained can be! Super kick to the gut! You just give him 1 moment to strike and he will. Emrys gets behind. You don't want to get Emrys behind. Russian leg sweep! Chain quickly back up onto his feet. Now Emrys! Russian leg sweep again this time! Floating it over into the hemlock. Very close to the ropes, though, and the referee calls it. Chain's toes were just calling the rope, or just touching the ropes. And gets a rope break called. Emrys gets Chain in the corner. Chain knows exactly what she's looking for there. Doesn't want to be in that corner. Off the ropes. Ooh, goes for a big boot. Misses. Catches him in a head scissors. Pushes his head over. Covers him. 1, 2, 3! I think Chain was living on fumes for a bit there. And Emrys finally just put him down for the count. Emrys Morgana moving on to the finals of the Idol Division. Could we be seeing Emrys Morgana versus MamaInu for the Idol Division Championship? Emrys Morgana with a big win over Chain. And could we see Emrys Morgana doing double duty for the Idol Division and the Tag Team Champions? We'll have to see as we move on to our next match of the night, continuing these #1 contenders tournaments. Finishing off the semi-finals for the Idol Division, we are going to have B.A. Tycho making his way. B.A. Tycho got to this point by getting a win via countout against MintyClovers. And I mean, for B.A. Tycho, he talks about being the voice of the people. He hears you and wanting to withhold justice in the MPW arenas, but I would not think that a countout victory like that was just for B.A. Tycho. But with his leadership being called into question, B.A. Tycho is looking for that Idol Division Championship, seeming any means necessary. He is one of the 4. There's 2 other coalition members in the Coalition of Humans Against Treachery that have won a world championship, and B.A. Tycho, the leader, I mean, it's being called into question whether or not he's worthy of leading them, or if he can even hold that respect as leader amongst the team, having Blueness and Greg win a championship before him. But if B.A. Tycho and Blueness could hold both championships, that would be big for B.A. Tycho's stakes. But he's got to get through someone that is just out of this world. Kato Twin Moon had an incredible upset. Looking to get their first championship match. Huge upset against Bonk in our intergalactic showdown. I don't know what's in that drink, but it's purple. And it seems to be the source of his powers, or at least the source of his good times. Kodo. I mean, technically the only undefeated person in Season 2 went 1-0. Can they pick up the Idol Division Championship, their first ever championship in MPW? They defeated a former two-time Icon Division champion, former Openweight champion, and a former Tag Team champion to get to this point. But they got to go through B.A. Tycho, one of the most iconic Openweight champions. Speaking of the Openweight champion, that will be defended in the main event tonight. Potato has to defend one more time to match the all-time record. Can he do it in our main event? But right now, let's focus on these two big competitors, these two big idols slapping meat. Shoulder and elbow tie-up. A power struggle immediately starting. Gets that headlock, but doesn't quite have his arm in position. Super kick by Kodo. And now targeting the knees of B.A. Tycho. I mean, this is a match for, of course, the #1 contendership or the #1 contendership tournament. But for B.A. Tycho, this is a match about keeping the respect of his peers. I mean, we can't say anything about Twin Moon here. They are an expert performer, expert wrestler, but they've barely been in MPW for a minute. They've barely got their foot through the door. So could they... So if they were to lose, B.A. Tycho were to lose to Kodo Twin Moon, this could be a huge strike in his leadership position. I mean, if he starts losing to new people, he's got to play almost like a gatekeeper. You can't be losing to the newest members of MPW. Looks the leg and hyper extends the thigh. When it comes to pure strength, it's very hard to beat someone like B.A. Tycho. They are built like a beef steak, a beef Wellington of muscle. His veins barely able to contain inside his tight body. Kodo tying up B.A. Tycho. Another shoulder and elbow tie-up. Test of strength battle. This time Kodo gets it. Twisting the arms again. Wrenching at the elbow and shoulder. Wearing down B.A. Tycho. He's got nowhere to go. Just twist. Look at the twist on that arm. The torque on that arm. Arm drags. A clothesline. But kip up from B.A. Tycho. Kodo swings him around. Now using the rope just to try and wear down B.A. Tycho. And I think that's a really smart idea. I mean, Kodo Twin Moon usually is a very explosive competitor, and you can see that a little bit here, but they know that B.A. Tycho, it's like running into a brick wall. And if you can wear down that brick wall, chip away at it, it's going to break way easier at higher impacts. You don't want to just go in immediately and start bashing your head against the wall. You're going to run out of stamina that way. B.A. Tycho, I mean, B.A. Tycho won his first match via countout. He's willing to do any means necessary, playing a little bit of cat and mouse with Kodo. Gets them up on their shoulders. Elbows and now a forearm. Hooks the leg for B.A. Tycho. A kick out of one. Ooh, and Kodo now. These two are going at it. It is tied back and forth. B.A. Tycho. They're both saying, come at me. And now they're going to bash. This is how you get cauliflower here. Neither of them wanting to go down. Of equal strength. But Kato spinning kicks. Going up top. Over the moonsault. Nobody's home, though. Dumps on his head. Kato's back up. Drop kick to the back. Even landing on your head after doing a double backflip feels like nothing. Oh, goes for the shoulder tackle off the apron. B.A. Tycho gets the knee up. This match means so much to these two. Drop kick. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. No, kick out of 2. B.A. Tycho holding on. There's only so much left he can do. B.A. Tycho's looking so worse for wears. Leave him hung to dry like wet undies. Hooks the leg again. B.A. Tycho looks like he might be out of it. Kick out of 2. B.A. Tycho's looking seriously delirious, and I think Kato knows that. He can see it. Kato off the ropes. Drop kick. Springboard drop kick. And now choking B.A. Tycho, trying to make sure to control the airflow onto the middle ropes. Hurricane Rana sends him into the other corner. B.A. Tycho is looking like a dead fish. 1, 2. Kick out of 2. Unchained. B.A. Tycho is just kicking out on pure instinct right now. The spirit has left his body. He has no soul. And Kato knows it. Sneaking up on B.A. Tycho. Oh, for the vicious kick to the head. 1, 2. Oh, kick it a 2 again. B.A. Tycho hasn't been awake for the last 30 minutes. He hasn't been alive for the past 3 minutes of this match. But his body, just his will won't give up. Off the ropes, Hurricane Rana. No, B.A. Tycho powerbomb to the back of the neck and head of Kato. Signs of life returning. Butterfly, butterfly DDT onto the floor. B.A. Tycho in plain sight on the floor. Kato immediately, though, getting back up to their feet. B.A. Tycho immediately trying to get to the other side of the ring as quickly as possible. Kato, though, look at Kato's wobbly. Stunner, 6. Breaks up the count, resets it back to 1. B.A. Tycho climbing onto the barricade, giving the front row fans a show. Double axe handle off the barricade. B.A. Tycho sufficiently distracted the ref with that, removing the turnbuckle. 2 count, only made it to a 2. B.A. Tycho saying, come on. Holding himself up with the ropes. Saito suplex, no reversal by B.A. Tycho. B.A. Tycho goes for the cover. Kato might be seeing stars. Kick out. Staring at the lights. B.A. Tycho getting on his nerves, just pulling it. And now B.A. Tycho. Uranagi! Uranagi to end it. 1, 2. Oh, kicking a 2. B.A. Tycho thought he had it. Neither one wants to say die. This is for their first major championship. Oh, arm drag. Arm drag, monkey flip, elbow drop, and now Kato's busted open. Look at the blood on Kato's face, already covered, gushing with blood. Off the ropes, uppercut, nearly takes off their chin. Nearly slips the jaw right off. B.A. Tycho going to the middle rope. What are they looking for here? Drop kick off the middle rope. Kodo still showing signs of life, but it's looking messy for him. Knee to the back of the head. And now a gator roll. Just wrenching that neck. Opening up those cuts on their face. Off the rope. Ooh! Double axe handle club to the back. VA Tycho. No, Kaido! Go! Inzaguri! Could that have been Kado's last? No, Kado's still alive! Rolls him up for the crucifix pin! 1, 2, no! He got it 2, nearly takes it! Got him up on the shoulders, kick to the head! Kado's educated feet. Going back up top, could it be? Second time's the charm. Over the moon, Salt connects! To move on to the finals, 1, 2, no! Get the 2! What is it gonna take to put BA Tycho away? What will it take? Neither of these two want to say die. Super kick! For a 3rd time! Oh, the electric guitar drop! BA Tycho rolls out of the way. Jumps under. Ducks under. Jumps over, ducks under. Picks power slam! Toss up power slam! BA Tycho now trying to slow it down a bit. Kodo getting those liver punches or those rib shots. Flying forearm. This is the most serious I've ever seen Kodo be. Float over, roll up, kip up, kick to the head. Drop kick again off the springboard. To the middle rope. What is it gonna take to put BA Tycho away? Kicks away. Leaping arm drag. Sending him all over the rope. All over the ring. German suplex. Float over German suplex. These two are putting everything on the line. Another one! With style. Put some sauce on it. Serve it up just right. Running power slam. Kodo is breathing heavy. These two might just be perfectly matched. Back up top. 3rd time's the charm. Over the moon. So nobody's home. BA Tycho's opportunity to strike. Nobody's home. Seeing stars. What the hell? Now BA Tycho up top. Crossbody. BA Tycho removing that turnbuckle for a 2nd time in this match. What is he thinking? Removing the protective padding of the turnbuckle. BA Tycho. You can see there's just a little bit of energy left in him. Kodo back and forth. These two can barely stand it. These two can barely stand Big Boot. Pushing down on the chest, saying, stay down. Kodo looking to put this match to rest with one final swift kick. Surely that's enough for being Tycho. 2, 3, and it is. Kodo, Twin Moon, certainly earning their shot in the finals against Empress Morgana for the Idol Division #1 contendership. What an absurdly hard-fought match. All business in the ring. My God, the blood dripping. The ring doctor is going to have to check that right eye of Kaido as we move on to the Icon Division #1 Contenders Tournament. These #1 Contenders Tournaments are really pulling out the best out of people. And speaking of the best, one of the best icons in the division, FlairZero, looking for that championship back. We saw ShmeepsWorld try to get back into the Idol Division picture. Didn't work out for her. Can it work out for Flair, driving in on his motorcycle? Flair beat TheSleepyPengu to get to this point. And Flair's looking for that rematch against Lunas. Lunas picking up the win, obviously, in the gauntlet match. Flair wants to see what it would like to be one-on-one. His 35-day title reign was thwarted. A total of 175 days as champion over his 2 title reigns. Flair could be the first 3-time Icon Division champion and join his wife, Glitchy, as a 3-time champion. Flair looking to get that Icon Division championship. And of course, this is going to be a very interesting match, as Tyranno Maximum shocked the world multiple times looking for this championship, formerly tied for the longest reigning openweight championship of all time. Ty is looking for their first world championship, and Ty had an incredible, somewhat upset victory. It depends. I mean, Ty's been kind of on a tear this season, but had a win against, I mean, it was probably upsetting for Garreth, the win from Ty. Had a little bit of help from Merlin, the return of Merlin catching Garreth off guard. I think Merlin was trying to help out Garreth, but ended up distracting him, allowing Ty to get the win. So can Ty make it their mission here tonight to take out the former champion? I mean, if you can defeat Flair, that's a huge rise to your stock, and they will move to the finals of the #1 Contenders Tournament. If my memory serves me correctly, which it usually doesn't, which is why I got notes, Angel and ShmeepsWorld are the other half of the semifinals for the Icon Division Championship. So the winner of this match will have to face one of those two. Who will come out on top? I mean, for Flair, he's definitely got the experience over Ty, but Ty's got the ingenuity. I mean, it's so hard to pick between these two, because Flair is someone that I feel like came in, was very mathematical, very statistical about how they wanted to fight people, and since becoming champion, has sort of just grown and changed over time to become a more versatile competitor, which is how he's gotten himself this far. But Ty is always just pulling out the stuff that is unexpected, hitting moves from out of nowhere, and really having like an underdog story, if you will, that you never want to count out Ty. They may not be the biggest competitor in the bunch, but when it comes to heart, they have one of the largest hearts. And I'm not talking about like a serious medical condition. I'm talking about the fighting spirit that you feel when you enter the ring. Flair working over the arm of Tyranno Maximum. And the elbow to the eye. Now that shoulder and elbow tie up. Ty once again getting to the back. Winning the test of strength. But of course, Flair's going to get the last laugh with a snapmare. Hooking it around him. That headlock is tightly applied on Ty. Flair is spending as much time as he wants to conserve as much energy as he can against someone like Ty, who seemingly has unlimited energy. Leaping clothesline. And a Hurricane Rana. Whether Ty can win this match or not, they still got an uphill battle because they're going to have to fight either Angel or MintyClovers. And lucky for Flair, he doesn't have to face off against Glitchy. Off the ropes drop kick. Flair gets to that middle rope. Spinning around. What is he looking for? Elbow drop, making sure Ty isn't moving. Took a little bit extra time, but I think it was worth it. Over the top rope, senton by Ty. And hooks the leg on Flair. It's an early 1 count, but way, way, way too close to call it. And now Flair taking Ty down, hooks him. Oh, for the 2 count, nearly takes it. With just an interesting pin maneuver. Flair ducks under, jumps over. Float over, German suplex to Ty. Flair is looking mighty strong in the start of this match. Floating, trying to float Ty over into the position for the Boston Crab. We've seen some people tap out in the Idol Division tournament. Will we see them tap out in the Icon Division tournament? No, we will not, as Flair lets go of the hold. Ty gets up after the Inzaguri, or Shining Inzaguri, I don't know. Gets up on top for a blender. But Flair rolls out of the way. I mean, Ty nearly could have taken it right there. Ty reverses it for a DDT. I mean, just as I said, Flair's looking good. Ty immediately switches up that pace. Can't quite lift Flair over onto their shoulders, and Flair picks Ty up for a powerbomb position, carrying them across the ring for a, what are they looking for? Inverted buckle bomb, bouncing them off that turnbuckle. And now Flair going up top across the ring. But he's going to keep the distance short, tightrope walk. One of the new school moves of FlairZero. 2, 3, and he takes it out pretty easily for Flair. I mean, we might see Flair going up against Blueness for the Icon Division Championship. Flair moves on to the finals in a pretty, I would say, like, through all the hard-fought matches we've seen in these tournaments so far, that one might have been the easiest one. I mean, Flair is a man possessed looking for that championship, but will he face Angel or will he face MintyClovers? We will see next. Now, I am not a betting man, but I gotta say that I have absolutely no idea how this match is gonna go. The ever so fearsome one half of the tag team champions, La Primera, MintyClovers, making their way in the semifinals of the Icon Division Championship #1 Contenders Tournament. If MintyClovers can get this win, they will follow Emrys into the semifinals of their respective tournament, or in the finals of their respective tournament, and potentially could have both tag team champions doing double duty for the World Championships. Of course, either BeepsWorld or Angel, the winner of this match, will have to go on to face FlairZero next week one-on-one to determine the #1 contender for the Icon Division champion. So they're not out of the woods yet, but they are getting very close. It is possible that we could see the first ever dual champions being tag team champions. We can see La Primera in like 3 matches next week Saturday. We'll have to see. Usually you would count out whoever's going up one-on-one against BeepsWorld, but she's going up against Angel, so we saw that incredible match between Angel and Dragthulu last week, and I would not count out anybody against, or Angel against anybody. Angel has the abilities to really pull anything off, so we will have to see how Angel handles this behemoth. We saw last week that Angel was willing to put anything on the line and maybe even broke his nose just to pick up the win. So will Angel go through all that effort again? I think so. And I know Angel is looking forward not only for a #1 contendership, but to get into the ring one-on-one with FlairZero. Because if you are unfamiliar with the history between these two, FlairZero was the one to dethrone Angel in Season 2's Not a Christmas Show, ending Angel's first ever Icon Division Championship title reign before it even began, only 35 days as champion. Angel was barely in the door and lost it in the Elimination Chamber, I'm pretty sure. So Angel wants to not only get that #1 contendership, but have a one-on-one match with Flair to prove that, hey, if I had that one-on-one match with Flair for the championship, I would have retained. Chop to BeepsWorld, showing absolutely no fear, but we also saw that BeepsWorld last week's prime directive was win it by any means necessary, won via countout against Glitchy. And maybe androids do feel fear. Because some would say BeepsWorld ran away from Glitchy. Off the rope! Oh my god! Devastating dead man's drop! Off the springboard with authority. Already we're seeing my question proven, or the answer to my question. Is Angel willing to put everything on the line like he did last week? Clothesline again, just won't chop the giant. BeepsWorld sending Angel into the corner. Got that foot on the neck. And the referee in the way of the camera as we get a more aerial view. Elbows to the chest. Angel getting out of there. Big boot. Big boot to BeepsWorld. Just trying to start kind of work over, chip away at her. Goes for a belly to belly, gets that elbow, that bionic elbow to the head. Cannot feel very very nice. Gets the power bomb, falling power bomb. Hooks him and just covers his entire body. Kick out at 1. Angel is already looking a little bit dizzy. Shaking it off. And Angel gets the power bomb for MintyClovers. Oh my god, power bomb onto the knees. Angel getting up top. Angel getting up top, MintyClovers. And narrowly avoiding the double axe handle. And MintyClovers getting a little bit of showboating in, but Angel saying, don't ever turn your back on me. Proving exactly why you don't take your eyes off someone as dangerous as Angel. Big boot. Hooks the leg. Could it be enough to put away the giant too? Near fall. If MintyClovers allows something like that to happen again, that could be it for the match. Abdominal stretch. Climbing up for the Hurricane Rana. That's quite the height that Angel has to make it. And MintyClovers picks him up in a power slam. MintyClovers might have put Angel in the dirt. 2. Kick out of 2. And now working on the face, pulling at the eyes and the nose, that potentially broken nose. Off the rope, dead man's drop. Again, to the back of MintyClovers, and Angel fall from grace. 1, 2. Trying to pull the knee pad because their legs are just so big. Angel, everybody's loving to remove the turnbuckles for the ref to have to fix them. The ref only has so many turnbuckles in his pocket. Angel looking for maybe another fall from grace, but MintyClovers not having it. Choke! Slam! Backbreaker! And the referee just turns around at the right moment, and kick out of 2. Near 3, and MintyClovers is frustrated. A rare show of emotion. The referee backs up immediately as the deranged MintyClovers has a tantrum power slam, shaking the entire arena. MintyClovers wants to break. Putting Angel in the corner. You never want to put Angel in a corner. Sends MintyClovers off the rope. Gut punch. And another combination of kicks and strikes with that knee clip in the chin. Must have been practicing with T. Speaking of T, Angel might actually be doing double duty as well because he's in the tag tournament next week as well. He might be doing double duty for 2 days in a row if he can win both tournaments. MintyClovers making their way back into the ring. Angel, big punch to the head. Angel going up top, but MintyClovers back up onto her feet, staring eye to eye with Angel. Double axe handle. Angel is able to just get it off. 1, 2. Kick out of 2. Was able to just catch MintyClovers off her game, but now it's looking quite dangerous. Inverted suplex. Oh my god, the ankle's bouncing off the turnbuckles on the way down. Hitting everything on the way down. Off the ropes. Big boot. Basement big boot from Big MintyClovers. Angel back up on his feet, but he's dazed. Power slam. Punches the face. Angel back up onto his feet. Fists of Fate. Fists of Fate, and just an axe handle sliding down. Angel slipping. Angel though, spear to MintyClovers. Wants her away from the ropes. Angel knows what happens. Well, people are too close to the ropes. He's seen things taken from him from rope breaks. 2. The ring, and Angel moves on, doing double duty next week. But who? Or not but who will face? He will face FlairZero one-on-one next week. It's going to be a hard day for Angel. Has to do the tag team tournament with T as well as face Flair one-on-one. But Angel could come out a dual champion. As we will move on to the main event of the night, the Openweight Championship will be defended next. It is time for the main event of the evening. The Openweight Championship will be defended by someone randomly selected from any division in a Falls Count, anywhere, anything goes match. Who will be selected randomly from the pool of applicants? It is none other than the man that beat Potato in a non-title match. It's Jin. Looking for his first title in MPW. I mean, he's already beaten Potato, and he's found himself in the ring once again for a championship. Could this be his first? Falls Count anywhere, anything goes. And it is up. This is Potato's opponent to determine if he ties for the longest reigning champions, or the most defenses, which is 3. Potato's at 2. Potato defended this championship twice already, successfully defending it at Living Legend. One of the, I think the only champion to defend his title at Living Legends. But Jin's got to go through one of our greatest openweight champions in recent history, Potato. Potato took this championship from Glitchy, ending her 9-day title reign, matching the shortest title reign in history with Angel. But is looking to join the history books. Fun fact, there is only one other person that has defended the championship 2 times only, and that is ShmeepsWorld. Getting to 2 times is, you are already in a echelon of your own. But defending it 3 times, you join the likes of Tyranno Maximum, Garreth Unported, Dancing with Draven, and Usaino. 4 other people have defended the championship 3 times, and if you can defend the champion 3 times, you get that chance to defend it the 4th time. You become the longest reigning champion, openweight champion in history, and that's what Potato's looking for. His first ever championship and becoming the longest openweight champion in history. But Jin is looking to make a name for himself here tonight, going on one-on-one. He's already beaten Potato. He has that confidence coming into this championship match. But this is also Potato's home territory. It's Falls Count Anywhere. The original match wasn't. So can Potato pick up the win? And we see Potato in these matches. He is brutal. His combat does lean in favor of this match type. The Openweight Championship is on the line. You will join the history books of a plethora of other people that held the Openweight Championship. But to be the one that defended it more than 3 times has never happened. Can Potato join the 3-peat club? Or will he lose this match? Falls Count Anywhere, anything goes. Jin, Potato, let's start it off. The newest member of MPW going against one of the former newest members of MPW, Potato. Fighting for each other's first championships. Fighting to defend Potato's first championship, and Jin fighting for his own first championship. And Jin is just jumping all over Potato. Goes on to the outside. Senton a little bit too short, though. The miscalculations like that You got to make sure you watch those or else Potato, the champion's going to take full advantage as he does. Clothesline. And a knee strike to the temple. Now trying to wear Jin down. The big beefy boy of Potato. He ain't a baked potato. This is a raw potato. Inverted DDT. But Jin looking to make Potato into vodka. Again, missing that senton. Goes for it a second time. Doesn't connect. Potato tries to get Jin into the corner. He does. Potato rocketing himself across the ring. But the splash is met with nobody but the turnbuckle fabric. Basement drop kick takes him out from under him. Hooks the leg for the championship. Near fall for the champion. Potato rolls to the outside and is going to look for maybe an equalizer, a kendo stick, but Jin is already on top of him. As the ref falls under the outside. This might just be exactly where Potato wants to be. Jin float over kip up. Tucks the enziguri. I will say, Jin has been very impressive, but every time he misses one of those flashy moves, it really looks like it hurts him. And that could be the difference maker in this match. 2! Another kick out of 2 for the challenger. Another near fall as Jin goes under the ring. Looks for a metal bat and whacks him on the ankle and chucks it at his head. Jin over the top rope like it's nothing. Front flip. Catches the openweight champion. Potato is already in dire straits. Deadlifts German suplex onto his back of the head. Bounce off the corner of the steel steps. Jin is taking it to the champion already. Standing shooting star press. Gets the knees up. And Potato roll up. Potato roll up to try and keep his championship, but the referee out of position. Had to make sure those shoulders were down. Ends up into a 0 count. Dragon screw leg whip. We've seen people win championships off that move. Standing shooting star press. And Jin's got that metal bat, again, his favorite toy. Potato clothesline doesn't quite connect as a whack in the head with the bat. Jin just trying to get this over as quickly as possible. And after a whack from a bat, I mean, that could end it. Jin is staring down his first championship. But Potato will not have it. Sending Jin into the barricade, into the sponsorship. And now gets on top. Ground and pound. German suplex, elevated German suplex by Potato. No one quite does it like him. Going under the ring once more as Jin looks like he's just been through a car crash. And now the kendo stick cracking across his back. The Singapore cane broken on the back of Jin. Potato gets him up for a potato plunge onto the concrete. The champion. It looks like there's some blood dripping from the challenger. Oh, near fall. Nearly the title was defended. Jin. Reversal. Hooks the leg on the champion. 1. Oh, Potato floats him over. 1, 2, 3. Potato. Reverse the pin and retains the championship for a 3rd time. Potato retains the openweight championship, and if he can do it one more time, he will make history. What a match for Potato. Thank you guys for watching Masu Pro Wrestling. I'm Masu Pro Wrestling 10, and we will see you guys next week to figure out the #1 contenders for the tag team titles, the Icon, and the Idol Division championships. See you guys next week.